the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Indianapolis Colts.
We are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys.
Played college football here in the Sunshine State. It's USF's Marlon Mack. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
To start the drive, they'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll run it. It's Mack. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Devon Hamilton in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Rigoberto Sanchez, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy come run he has with his offense.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's got this down to the 35.
The full
as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. On first down, Robinson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now, Charles, we take a peek there at their recent draft class, and this definitely a year where they had a chance to greatly improve this team.
And you've got to take advantage when you have this type of an opportunity. 2 first-round picks, you better scout them well and hit on those selections.
2nd and 6. And this is incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. They'll run here with Robinson. There to stop him was Darius Leonard. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. It's their quarterback with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jags have taken the early lead. That touchdown, Charles, the first rushing TD of his rookie year. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it was all finished off by the 17-yard touchdown run. Touchdown. He'll kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. With about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a so be it. But
what do we agree on for dinner?
Get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On play action, they'll throw. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call it? Manageable. Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down. First down.
If I'm going to get notified Gabby.
And he stopped immediately.
Yeah.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay offense that has things going so well.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. He'll have a first down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. That good for 22 and a first down.
They came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That one complete to Hill. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll run. This is Hill. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up. 1st and goal.
Jaguars. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jaguars 7, Colts nothing.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Laviska Shenault, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They run. Robinson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Oh, shit.
Laviska Shenault with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man in concert.
Lambo to add on the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Rodgers on the return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Well, we remind you lots more to come here in this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut of SoFi Stadium in Southern California. The Cowboys and the Rams doing battle there. And then 2 more to finish off the week on Monday Night Football. The Steelers and Giants from MetLife Stadium and the Titans and Broncos from Mile High. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Looking deep for Hilton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know it feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, but also, Charles, after a long drive. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Cool, I'll just ask you, want to order the food? Because I'm getting hungry.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Gets this one to Hill. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. And 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
You don't see too many pass-catching fullbacks nowadays, partner. In fact, you don't see too many fullbacks, period.
Good news, though, he does have decent hands, and we saw it right there on display. That is caught at the 7-yard line. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play.
You really need to put like notes. Yeah, that was like favorites and like, hey, this is what I liked about it. Oh, that's my sweet girl. Yeah, that's my sweet girl. Oh my goodness. Oh yes, you're so sweet. Oh my goodness, look at that sweet.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars.
Okay, that's cool. So happy on the street. These are the celebrations. Free.
It's an expectation. That's what he's supposed to do. Turn it handed to him. Big guys fire up. Find your way into the end zone.
Apparently Sean Watson might be asking for a trade. We're talking. He's like, nope. Did not let him go to San Fran. Did not let him go to Los Angeles. I'm like, I want him in LA so bad. I'll give you 3 first-round picks. Don't care.
Lambo on for the extra point.
Sure.
And it is now 21-0. So that drives Spain.
Another stuff with a bunch of stuff.
And it was Taysom Hill who finished it off for the touchdown. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Rodgers on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return, the Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Grabbed there by Zach Pascal, and he's one of those guys that often people forget are even on the roster, but when you look up at the end of the game, he's produced over 600 yards and 5 touchdowns in 2019.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. And that'll set them back 5. Again, he'll drop to throw. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. That's pulled in by the rookie from USC, Michael Pittman. 11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, 42 yards. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow. Point after here coming up.
For the extra point.
It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This will make it into the end zone. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's thrown for a touchdown. He also ran for a touchdown, so they have to count for a... spot to start it out. Robinson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The open man is short. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. We're getting close to the end zone, and you know that rookie wants the ball back. He's looking for his first career touchdown.
He certainly is, and you just wonder with the coaching staff, is it trust in him this early? Or are they trying to get him going, give him confidence early in his NFL career? Either way, they want him to score.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. On the move to his left. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. 3 yards to gain there, 2nd down. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. James Robinson with his first career touchdown and his first career game. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And a nice little start to the career for the rookie here, hitting the end zone in week 1 of his career.
And that's a true welcome to the NFL moment, isn't it? The one that you actually like. A lot of times it's that big hit from a linebacker that says, all right, rookie, here you are. But when you're able to put it in the end zone and feel that sense of accomplishment, that usually fuels you towards doing it many more times in your career.
Lambo to add on the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Rodgers on the return.
Like, is
and he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Colts take over 1st and 10.
There really aren't.
The Colt offense and T.Y. Hilton making their way back out. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the 2nd quarter. They're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job.
There's still the
Two sides to that coin.
I would agree you have to give them credit, but that means you've got to find a way to beat
I mean,
that
have you ever had, apparently they both have,
touches the football,
Japanese fried chicken, whatever that is. I mean, try it.
Katsu?
Change where he lines up,
Karaage.
put him in
Katsu
motion,
is the breaded
anything
chicken.
possible to shake
Which I
him
don't
free.
like.
Maybe that greater impact comes here on this drive.
I'll try it.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And the Colts.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Yeah, let's get
Looking deep for Hilton.
You prefer the pan fry over the sea fry.
Oh, down at the 9. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back to throw again. And he's got his man Hilton. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down.
Indianapolis.
Puppy. You know our water bottle is, Puppy?
There's one down the stairs.
Yeah.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season, so let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where it was the visiting Texans who were able to come away with the road victory. Adrian Peterson, what a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. From there, we'll make the trek east to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Josh.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on
Unit has a basil crusted salmon sandwich. You need it? I'm sure it's good. I'll never know.
They begin the drive with Robinson. They find some open field here.
Yeah.
And they work this
What'd you order?
upfield across the 45. Fresh out of
I
the locker room,
ordered
they
3
hit him with a
different
gain of
rolls
over
of
20.
like
Having
pepper
built
and
that kind of a
everything,
lead, they're
like
able to do whatever they want right now.
with
Momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Cool. So like there's plenty of that.
They don't know what's going to hit next at this point.
No, they
And
went
then
from
I'm trying
toes
to
to
spicy
heels,
ramen,
and they're trying
so
to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
we'll have lots of
Give
options.
them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at their 49-yard line.
He'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted.
What did you say?
But he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds.
I think that's
On 3rd
actually
down,
the
he'll drop
other
to
thing.
throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14-yard first down pickup for the
It's like now she's content.
Well, we may be looking at the scoreboard. This offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 now. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll run it now with Robinson. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys, because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. On the run, it's Robinson.
James Robinson.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
A good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run.
That's nice kid to stress out. I'm working on that.
Trying multiple times and still getting hit in the lead.
Extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
How are you, bud?
That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's the Colts now as they
Oh,
get
yeah.
ready for their
So,
first possession
yesterday,
on offense of the
I
second
don't know what
half.
she was doing,
They
but she
trail
knocked over the
offense
pistachios.
first time to touch the ball in quarter
So I was
3, and we'll
picking
see
them
what
up
they can do.
I can't wait to
I
see
put
what
up,
they
and she
have
was just
planned.
staring there.
Because some teams script to start a half,
and just
other
like,
teams just
come
go,
on,
okay,
ready? Is it
these
my
are the
turn? Is it my
sequence
turn?
of plays we
Alright,
want
she
to
does.
run. These things worked well for us, and sometimes they throw that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Whoa!
Pick up right there, and after watching that play,
I just came to lay by you. What happened?
that they've had so far in this
Look in
game.
your face.
But
You
right
reminded
now,
me how
just
much I
focus
love
on
licking your
continuing to move the
face.
ball the way they did on the last play.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
So they have a call in here, like a check that says Cobra 19, but it sounds very
Here's
close to
Hines.
COVID 19.
And
So every time I hear it, I'm like,
across midfield
what?
into Jacksonville territory.
He's across
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
So
second and
my
Drop to
thoughts
throw.
now. Like at
That's
the
into the
beginning of our
hands
call,
of
we were talking about all the
Pascal.
crazy stuff
And
going
he'll
on.
go
He's like,
down
yeah,
inside
I've
the
been like
45
trying
before going out of
to. He has like
bounds.
4 or 5
4 yards on the
pretty young.
completion.
Oh
and
my
it sets
God.
up a third down.
He's like, yeah, we've been trying to explain to them about like white privilege, like
They'll find
it's
Hines
not
out of the
really fair.
backfield. A
Yeah.
loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
I don't know yet, but I'm
Is
assuming
this
he's pretty little. He's
defense
Jewish,
seemingly
so.
all game long.
I really think right from
I
the
thought
first
your boss
snap,
name was
I think
Soho.
you're really on to
No,
something
that's my
there in this
boss's
passing
boss.
game. It just can't
Oh, okay. I was like,
Yeah.
a Jewish guy named Sohail? Like, that just doesn't jive.
His name is Scott.
We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially
Well, Scott is the new Sohail because Scott's not the senior VP that oversees operations,
Oh,
so that Sohail can focus on
did
like.
Sohail get moved up or?
No, he already did. So he got like his previous title used to be senior VP. Now he's a group president. So
Gotcha.
now he has a better higher title. This is more relevant to what he actually did. And now Scott, as needed, oversees ops, which Sohail just wasn't doing very well. Scott was doing a lot of stuff.
So now it's just his job officially.
Yeah.
He was doing it before anyway.
Right about there. That's about it.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, and then we're like, one of the things we were talking about was, you know, how like,
even more credit to the guys
as
up front.
like
In
you
that
can't
situation,
wear.
you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be
He
able to
said
gain
2 things. One of them was like something about hoodies, like, you know, if you're white, like it's okay and it's probably not an issue, but if you're black, like that could be a problem. And his daughter, like this little girl, they were like outside, and she's like, "Oh no, that person's wearing a hoodie, they're gonna get shot!" And he's like, "Oh god."
Oh,
He's
God.
like, "Oh
Here
shit."
to start quarter.
And then he was trying to explain, I think before that, I was like half a minute or something, but he was trying to explain, like, just basically that there's difference in how people are treated based on color. And she's like, oh, so like, I shouldn't wear, like, I'll get in trouble if I wear black shirts? She just didn't get it.
I mean, that doesn't really make sense to a child.
No, it doesn't, because they don't think like that. So they're like, what? I don't
Second and
understand.
14.
Like, that would be hard to try to, or either direction, like, no matter what side of this
I
point
think
it
it's
is.
much harder if you're the minority.
Oh, yeah, no, it is. I'm just saying, like, as a parent, like,
Yeah, but, like-
trying to explain to a child who, like, you shouldn't be having to have these, but yes, it's much worse if you're
Yeah.
like, yeah, you need to be careful.
Yep.
Although, I mean, it's like, it's suckier, like, it's a shittier situation, but, like, actually explaining it is more difficult than the other side because it's actually not about you, and you're trying to help your child not be one of those people and understand context, but that's a nuance that, like, children can't really grasp.
Yeah, though I will say when you're young, you don't really understand
Well,
why
that's
they
true,
hate you.
yeah.
So, like, it's the same lack of context,
Yeah,
but, like...
because they also don't get it, but then also it means it feels like you are doing something wrong.
Yeah, and the problem is that, like, kids most of the time think that parents don't know what they're talking about. So, like,
Yeah, that's
it's a
true.
much harder thing to explain that, like, I know you don't get it, but you are not like your friends. You can die. And kids are like, no, that's silly. Why
Yeah,
would someone hate me because I wear black? So, like, it
exactly,
is much
yeah.
worse when you're a minority parent. You're
Because you
like,
just can't get the point across.
nope. Because, well, the problem is by the time they get it, it's too late. Like, they have to experience it in some way. You're like, oh, fuck. And you're like, now you get it.
Well, and then the other MVP that was going to grab off for a minute, Brent, so he's super white, lives in Minnesota,
Silly, and it leads to a play
but
action
his
set.
wife is half
Here's
Lebanese.
Rodgers.
Oh, that's fun.
And quite a bit darker, and his son got her coloring, so in the summertime it gets like very dark brown.
Yeah.
And they're in like a private school, a private like Catholic school in Minnesota, and the teacher was talking about diversity or something, and one of his classmates is like, well, I have a bunch of diverse friends, like John.
Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Oh my God.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down.
I thought you were about to say, I'm not racist before I tell you about the racist thing.
Really nice sight line to his receiver.
Yeah, what's funny is that not once did they really talk about racism.
Well, that's, I mean, that
And have a great chance of success as they did
ever
on that play.
At least it's good that it's being talked
It's a
about.
gain of 6.
I mean, I don't know. They told my sister black people
Now on
migrated.
first down, he'll drop to
Fucking
throw.
Well,
words.
okay. I mean,
So,
well,
it may have gotten a little better.
they were telling people that forever.
I never even heard that. Like, they actually told us about slavery, oddly enough. They never said they migrated. I mean, it was, like, in the context of the Civil War was fought because the North wanted to free the slaves. They didn't, like, go in depth
Go into
about
detail.
Yeah, but
Where
it
the
was...
slaves came from. Yeah.
I mean, no, you knew they were African, but, like, it was...
I feel like that was very clear. But
Yeah, it was...
maybe there was like a transition to like trying to be PC, so like not trying to hurt people's feelings or something. But like that was not the case.
It was also taught from like more of like a war standpoint. Like the Africans had been enslaved, but like that wasn't all that uncommon. You know, if you like go way back in the day, like Rome beat Egypt, and then
All of those.
yeah,
they all
but
had
they said it like that, like you know, oh yeah, this was kind of common. Like no, this was common in like 800 BC,
Yeah.
not 1700.
Underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle.
Yeah, different
Tackle him after the catch, inbounds.
Like I, you know, it's funny you mentioned that because I remember like the conversation I had with my mom about why can't I walk myself like that. I was pissed. I was like, why? Brandon goes all the time. She's like, it's not Brandon. I was like, I'm just as big as he is, and she's like, it's not. And I like just did not understand it. And I was like, I don't understand. She's like, you will. Like you don't now, but you will at some point. And then like a year later, I remember at beer bar and something with my dad, and like a guy called us a nigger, and I was like, this is why I can't walk by myself. And he's like, yep. And I was like, well, that's fucking dumb. But like until you experience it, you really don't understand it. Like it's just impossible to. I don't even explain it properly. It's just a real horrifying.
And he will have the first
Yeah,
before he's
yeah,
brought
that's the
down
problem.
right on the chalk of the
And especially to a kid.
Yeah.
Because like not only do they not have context and not think that way, but they figure it.
I mean, yeah, parents are out of touch, right? Like, oh, there was racism when you were a child, but like
back in your day,
Yeah.
which to a child feels like centuries
eons ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, your history book like childhood, which is fine.
Changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws,
But, yeah.
some misdirection.
I mean, that may not be true.
Anytime the play
If you
that
have
will
the social
influence these
media,
guys
things
to
like
continue
that.
to get up.
Yeah, that's true.
Probably harder
Use
actually
that
to say from
against them and
shields
some
and
things
things like that because
behind
it's just in
them.
your
Some
face.
quick passes could work as well.
So I don't know. I feel like I remember seeing it, but I mean, we were black, so
As they
not
get it
just
back
watching
to a more
it.
manageable
Yeah.
37.
I mean, I remember watching it.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football.
You know,
as
for the
we
longest
get
time
you
while we were
reset.
talking, she
And
was
let's
just
see what
doing
they've
this
come
and
up with
staring at you.
offensively. After
I could
having
feel her
taken
actually staring at me.
Go find the
Did he?
Well, on third
Yeah, this
down,
poor
they
dog is
take
going
a
to use,
shot
but
at
not
the
being
end
played
zone.
with him.
It's incomplete.
Go get him.
They're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. And he's a little bit on the shorter
I
side
took
as a
notes. I need to
receiver.
digest them because
Sometimes
this
for
is
the defense,
what
tough to
Scott
find the little
Brent about
guys,
this
right?
spot.
Yeah, sometimes they get lost.
Scott called me afterwards and he was like, "I just want to say good job on the call. Like most people won't push back on Sohail."
Even speed,
Well,
they use their
my
quickness to find a
job
way
is
to
to
get
understand what he wants me to do. And
If you don't push back, you're not going to get the answers you need.
yeah, I mean, I guess that's, and so I think people are especially afraid of him. But he is super unclear, like, and he changes his mind all the time.
Isn't he also like kind of manipulative?
Rodrigo Blankenship.
You say that like he
I don't know if
actually
manipulative is the right word, but like very savvy, and he always has.
he has but like that.
Yeah,
He has
but-
an agenda.
Yeah.
If you ask a question,
In this
right now,
on this
so-
call, he didn't. Like,
Yeah.
he just-
But if you were known for that, I
Yeah.
can understand why people are like, I don't
yeah,
necessarily.
well, and people just get intimidated by it. Like I,
So still lots of
Like,
work
I'm like, I
left to
just
do,
need
but
to-
here comes
You in
the
general
onside
have a
kick.
very disturbing lack of fear.
And the Jaguars are going to come.
Like evolution says that that's not logical. Like, fear is what kept us alive. Don't go in the dark cave, because you might die.
And I know we brought in the game, and someone has said
here. Everybody's so sad when that boy was dead.
Yep. Like a mint.
Oh. On it. I could lift it up. Her foot was completely on it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That one complete to Hill.
Ooh, that was a big
gets us down
round.
inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that.
I figured as
catch,
much.
good for 8 yards.
Nope. No, she was like, nope.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because
Yeah, so they shouldn't trust us. Which, in fairness,
score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Gets this one to Hill. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now this time he'll look to throw. Able to complete this to Chenault. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and a QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Lambo to add on the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. That time a 6-play drive. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Rodgers on the return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time is run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jags, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
He gets so excited. Does that like crazy growling noise? Like I was just like leaning down and then would start running, and she made that noise.
What a goof. Is that Mom?